Hey everybody, Corey here, coming at you with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video, and we are back in 5v5, the mode that people actually care about, and we've got a few updates for you since even just 3v3. But first, as always, let's take a look at our opponent, Golden Force from Singapore, which is a guild, and it's also a place. Of course, I scouted him in advance, why wouldn't I? There are some questionable decisions on his roster. His JML isn't really modded for protection. His slicker is actually impressively fast, I will say. That's about all he has going for him. Although I'll still admit, that's pretty fast. I mean, he's got some of his best mods chilling on his slicker, so I will at least give him that. His slicker is fast. Honestly, I didn't even look at his Bane sort by speed, and you'll see why I didn't put a ton of effort into really going too crazy with the scouting. This is Queen Amidala, yeah, 300. So not a ton of 300 plus speed characters. The ones that he does have, I mean, I guess, you know, dash, that's good. Get your dash nice and fast. But there's just not a whole lot going on here. In terms of ships, he's got Executor. That's about it. I do think I have a plan for pretty much everything. 9.6 million GP, by the way. But yeah, I don't really have a lot to say. I guess if I was to look at him, Galactic, oh man. Okay, I mean, I wasn't going to judge him previously, but what is this? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, this is a fun little calculation that I do. You can kind of tell how long someone's been playing the game in real days, right? I don't care how many breaks they've taken. You can tell how many real days someone has played the game based on the amount of galactic war battles that they've won. Why? You have, calculator, you have 12 a day times 365 days in a year. That's 4,380 galactic war battles a year, 4,380. So if I take 37,478 and divide it by 4,380, right? All of his galactic wars, divide it by 4,380. This guy has been around since the dawn of time. He has been playing for 8.5 years. And what's really impressive is that he's been doing it consistently, right? I mean, the game's only been out for about 8.5 years. So, I mean, he hasn't even taken breaks, to be quite honest. So I guess 9.6 million, maybe that's about where you're supposed to be if you're like totally free to play or something like that. So, I still might be a little judgmental about his mods and whatnot, but we can be done with that. Let's take a look at something very interesting. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Your boy's got Leia. And not only does your boy got Leia, your boy's got Leia with a little special something sitting over here. We got some pretty fat rolls on the tank Datacron. Not only did I finally get a tank Datacron, I got it with 8 out of 9, or what is it? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 out of 6 defense rolls. This is gonna be mean. This is gonna be ugly. This is not the optimal team, but I figured, hey, Cara Dune, whatever. She technically counts as a tank. If anything, you know, is she great? No, not really. Is she gonna benefit from this Datacron? Yeah. So, all right, fine. So that's the first change, and then the other change is that we got Queen Amidala as well, and I tossed the support cron on her. Queen Amidala, I might actually go out of my way to say she's a little broken. I think if I had to just give an overarching statement right now, I think she's overtuned. Some people were kind of saying, oh, maybe they won't be so strong without the Powcron. They're not as strong without the Powcron, but the Powcron was like dummy broken crazy strong, right? Now they're just dummy broken strong. I mean, it's pretty wild. And again, not the optimal team for them, but I really don't think it matters. My general strategy now, as you all know, I've been kind of going full offense for a long time now. However, I've acquired these two teams like Leia, like Queen Amidala, who are very, very strong for they're very, very strong for defense, and I could take them on offense. I might consider taking Leia on offense at some point because she has offensive capabilities as well, but she commands a certain respect on defense, and I think I want to give that respect to her. So my setup now is to put some kind of intimidating teams up front, maybe get them to burn something that they might need. Specifically, I want them to burn something really good on Leia, and then they get to the back wall and they go, oh my god, I'm completely stuck on this Queen Amidala, I don't know what to do. And then they don't know what to do, and that's the end of it. But that's how we're going to proceed with this 5v5 at the very least. I can afford to put these teams on defense because let me just show you one team that's kind of representative of why I don't think a whole lot about this opponent. Yep, there's Starkiller. That's the Starkiller team. And I don't want to take for granted that everybody watching this knows what the problem here is. So I'm just going to say Starkiller's whole thing is that he needs a very specific team composition for him to be any good. It's his thing. And he does not have the team composition. And so basically everything that makes the Starkiller team intimidating is not functioning on this team. And that's a very just fundamental baseline kind of game strategy thing that you should know at this point at 10 million GP. And if you don't, I'm very sorry. I wish you all the best. But I'm generally not super intimidated. We'll see how this goes, though. We'll see how this goes. Gas could ruin my day. I've got Malgus for gas, and I never, ever, ever, ever do that. But apparently it's supposed to work. So we'll see how that goes, and who knows, really, how that's going to go. But without further ado, let's get into this, and maybe let's go... I think I'm going to go bottom first. Would I perhaps be too bold if I were to try to underman his Sith Eternal? I guess I don't really have a reason to, because I think I'm going to out-clear him anyways. So I was going to try to be a little bit greedy with it, but I think I shouldn't. It's a fresh 5v5 season. Let's just run it the way we normally would. I don't think that I need my Sith Eternal for anything else, so we're just going to proceed like this. Ooh, yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense that Dooku would die that quickly. That shouldn't be too crazy. Oh, that's interesting. He supports every time he uses an ability, and I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that that thing counts as an ability. Let's get the stun on Vader. Let's siphon. Yep, and now we are just kind of at that point where I am convinced I could have undermanned this, but that's perfectly fine. Yeah, we'll just do the speed up. I'm talking through this, but it just doesn't matter, to be quite honest. So that's something. Let's go on to Iden Versio next. Oh yeah, I have another update for you. One sec. Alrighty, so I asked around, and apparently lots of people kind of just 4-man, because with Rogue One, you just naturally get 4 of them, and you have to go out of your way for a 5th, and that's kind of where I'm at. My updates are that I finally gave Raddus his Omicron and his Zeta. I just decided to stop screwing around and do what I needed to do. So if I take a look at this Iden, crit avoidance armor, I mean, the Kron really isn't anything particularly wild. I don't know. Are we going to get embarrassed? Find out. My Raddus, I also changed his mods up a little bit. Can you not? Not Raddus. Just not Raddus. I changed his mods up a little bit because he didn't have enough offense, in my opinion. And so that's how we ended up where we are. Yikes, buddy. that wasn't very nice. I suppose we can do one of these again. I am kind of seeing how this works in general at this point. I think I'd rather just have him go away. And I think I'd rather just have him go away. And suddenly, I like Zetas and I like Omicrons. That's what I'm gathering from this is what should have been the entire time, to be quite honest. So I guess I understand why everybody was giving me so much crap for not having those. And now we have hope, and I think this is where everybody just gets zapped and the whole thing goes a kaput. However, this taunt is bothering me, to be quite honest. So let's... Okay, alright, we're back. We're back. Thank you. Okay, so I guess this is how this is normally supposed to go when you actually invest in your characters. Sounds about right. Next up, this wacky little dash team. Let's see what we have set aside for that. At last, we will reveal ourselves to the scoundrels. Yes. I know what this looks like. Trust me. Okay? Just trust me. I think. You might say this is wild overkill, and I might say, yes, that is correct. Yes. That is correct. But it's how the plan played out. Maybe I should have saved Bane for the back in case he threw some kind of wacky little curveball on the back wall. But that is not what I think is going on here. And suddenly, I need a Jedi because I gave old Ben over to my layout. Let me think about this real quick. Yeah, silly me. I'm just going to toss General Kenobi in there now because he is very bad. My General Kenobi is very bad, and he's just a warm body who happens to be a tank. And this is the Attack Again Kron that I usually use, and maybe some overkill here for Phoenix, but it's where we are. It's what we're doing. Let's get that stun out on Daddy Crex so he gets his bonus. I was going to say he gets his bonus turn. He kind of doesn't if he dies, which is what we would like. We would prefer he die. I guess Hera, so she doesn't make someone come backsies. Get the staggers on everybody. Yeah, this is just a massacre. I mean, it was supposed to be. But again, this is just how everything played out, and that's perfectly fine, I guess. Wish I could have recovered some banners there, but life goes on. Let's see if he hid anything wild back here that we didn't expect. What do we have? We have Phasma, Geos, and Mon Mothma. I think that's what I was expecting. Let me take a look. So, they have a tank Kron. It'll bring Sunfac back to life. I don't know. I don't think if this works on summons. I'm a little concerned about the Brute coming back to life after I nuke him, and then it's like, okay. I don't know if I have the gas to kind of power through after that. But we're certainly about to find out, so let's see how this goes. It's usually fine. I did the speed calc. Everything should be okay there. Let's give it to our buddy. Let's get the stagger on everybody and start passing it around. This should be okay. And do I want to reduce all the turn meter? They've got a bunch of staggers anyways. I actually don't think I do. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I'm just going to AoE them. Stagger, stagger, no stagger. Okay. Everybody who needs to be staggered is staggered. So this is fine. Let's do this. And now, this nuke should get me where I need to be in terms of a kill. And it did. And we can just start chipping away at... Do I want the Alpha or do I want someone else? I don't want to kill Sunfac is the thing. Let's go for Soldier because Soldier is always the squishiest. And then we can go for... Let's go straight for the Alpha with the Armor Shred. Good. Easy peasy. And now the whole thing is pretty much done from here. It should be perfectly fine. Lovely, lovely. Poggle sometimes evades quite a bit. Alright, let's see what that Datacron is all about. Here he comes. Does Datacron not work? Sunfac is a tank, right? That's not actually even a question. I know Sunfac is a tank. I don't know. Did I miss the part where he already revived? No idea. Let's see what we've got set aside for these. All right, we're going to go CLS against Phasma. They do actually have the First Order Stormtrooper Kron with First Order Stormtrooper, and I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a little bit intimidating. This team can kind of pop off. We'll see. I'm feeling edgy. Han's going to go first. I really just want to pop Phasma, and hopefully that's enough to just, like, put her in the ground. It is not enough to put her in the ground. However, we will continue with this onslaught. Hopefully we get a boatload of counters there. Yep, it's exactly what I was looking for. And we're just going to keep chipping away at him. The out-of-turn attacks are doing what we need them to do, and that's great. This was easier than I expected it to be, and I expected it to be pretty easy. That dodge is always annoying, or what is it? It's not dodge, it's foresight. Come on, I haven't been playing this game long enough. My CLS team continues to get worse and worse, to be quite honest. That was fun and funky. I just constantly am stealing their mods and cannibalizing them and putting them on new characters that I have. Probably not great, but as you can see, they kind of just do what I need them to do, and so, here we are. I'm actually going to save Mon Mothma for last because I just don't want to deal with her right now. And so, we proceed to the top. Let's start breaking these down. Once again, my lack of planning, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Didn't realize that they had the 9th Sister Kron. But we're just gonna try to get through this. The armor pen that I'm just now noticing. This could actually be the run killer. Let me look at this one more time and see if I need to shift what I'm doing here. Okay, well, let's just say, Phoenix exists. Ugh, let me one sec. Okay, Phoenix is like 92%. I was considering using GL Ray, but I'm going to let the numbers do what the numbers do, and we're just going to have to figure it out. So let's see what that looks like. Please don't just murder Kanan in 2 seconds. That's what we are trying to avoid. Do I want that? Let's just get the AoE stagger to be safe. And let's hit that AoE stagger. We got our cooldowns reset. That's pretty neat. Okay, tortured Chopper, which is arguably maybe the best one to be tortured. Would be great though, however, if Chopper could get his turn so that we could actually kill this giant ogre over here. Moderately concerned about the tankiness and the fact that she's just going to sit there taunting all night long. And that is what we're dealing with right now. She does not want to die. And I don't blame her. None of us do. However... Oh! Did we already get through the first revive? Did I miss the part where she revived? We can just keep doing this all night long. Is that the second time someone was... Did CG break revives? Is that the second time I was expecting an enemy to be revived and then they just weren't? For reasons unknown to me. That's kind of looking like that's what happened. I'll take it. Somewhere in here is 92%, and I'm pretty sure I have to basic this guy to death. Wouldn't you know? Let's just keep armor shredding him, though. There's always room for an armor shred. Please. You had to steal some banners before we sent you away, didn't you? That's fine. Didn't even get the banners. How's that feel? Lovely. Inquisitors. You saw it here, folks. That was relatively easy. Let me see what I have for this broken Star Killer team. All right. Yes, this is gas. This is not broken Star Killer. This is because I need to see how this plays out. I really need this to work. And I never, ever, ever do this. And so I just want to get this out of the way first. The Datacron isn't too wild. I don't think I'm breaking anything here. My Bastila is up on the list of things that I need to relic, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there, but we're definitely not there yet. So let's drop a fear and let's start doing some work here. I think we can do some work here. I wonder, does that reduce Gas's max HP? Do we dunk? Do we dunk? Do we have the damage? Oh. There are few things on this earth more depressing than when somebody dodges Malgus's dunk. It's just the worst, quite honestly. Oh my god, I brought Malik with me, and Gas is just going to keep chipping away at him. That's unfortunate. Let's just get the ability block. And let's do one of these. Yep, and we just need to get 5s down sooner rather than later. I wonder if there's some mistake that I'm already making here. Something about this feels kind of eh. And I wonder if it's related to my poor decision making with Malik. But we will prevail. We will find out. Yep, that's what happens to Malik. I probably should have thought about that, and this is why we're here. This is why we're doing this, because I had a feeling that this was not going to be so amazing. And we are learning. Jesus Christ. Okay. If I can kill 5s here, and I don't think that's a thing, that's absolutely not a thing, I am oh so sad. I have no idea how this is supposed to go. But it didn't. And so we're gonna call this right now. And we're gonna see if Gas is the reason that this run gets murdered. Please stand by. Okay, so we don't need to talk about what just happened. We're just gonna proceed. We're gonna proceed like it didn't happen, and maybe this is what should have happened to begin with. That's all I have to say. That's really all I have to say, to be quite honest. I am a little disappointed with how that played out, but we'll get there. Probably. We'll probably get there. Yes, the armor shred. Why not? I want him to sit down with Luke, because Luke is going to go next, and let's just zoom on 5s real quick. 5s has to go. That's how this goes, is 5s has to go. Then Rex needs to go. Gas stands up. Yes, very upset. I know. It's the end of the world. Let's give it back to JML. Let's give it back to Jedi Knight Luke. Let's pass that over to... who do we want? Let's give it to Bastila. He'll sit down. Rex is next. That's fun. Rex is next. Let's recover some banners. Let's chunk away at this guy. Is there really a valid reason to use my ultimate right now? I guess Jedi Knight Luke's stun is going to be available in just a second, so we can do that. Yeah. I don't want to use his stun right now. I would rather just do this. Recover some banners. What's his nuts is about to stand up. Oh, it did kill him. That's nice. Yeah. You're going to hit me. That's fine. Pass it over to Lukey. Again, over to Lukey. And yeah, we should have... I don't know. I need to look back at the whole Malgus thing and try to understand how that usually goes. I know you probably... Hello? Did I just really try to call a dazed Luke to assist? I know Gas reduces max HP when he's attacking people who don't have protection, and he basically just shreds Malik. I think that's one of the first stupid things that I did there, and then it was all downhill from there. Let me see what I have for Aphra, because I was going to use JML on Aphra. Okay, so I'll be the first to admit things... I don't know. I get that it's a broken Starkiller team. Do not underestimate how bad my Qui-Gon Jinn is. Let's see, as a matter of fact, so his Mara's got about 160,000 between all of her business. But his Palpatine is the one who is going to blow up if someone ends up blowing up. I just need to make sure that my... You know what? Really not interested in that taunt being there. I need to make sure that my Anakin is not stopped or blocked or something. Yeah, that's fine. You can go for him. That's fine. Let's try to get an ability block. Of course, why not? Why would we get the ability block? Palpatine, please. Daddy Palps, please. Someone. Okay, he's gone. I suppose... Oh, no. Let's get rid of her if we can. I said if we can. If we can. Do we heal? Did we not? Oh my god, they're all shocked. I'm so bad. Okay. She came back. I'm sure there's something that I'm just missing here. That's fine. That's fine. I don't know. Palpatine's gone. Okay, guildies. Do your thing. Do your thing. Please stand by. Alright, we got a GL Ray the Aphra. We'll get to all the leftover crap in a second, although I must admit I am, what do I usually say? I'm physically ill. I am physically ill at the disgusting performance. So we'll get there. I'm probably making some sort of terrible mistake here. We're going to find out. Yes, yes. AoE. Yes, yes. More AoE. Yes, yes. Aphra's at like 472. Am I just going to go home? Is this the GAC that just sends me home? Holy crap. A taunting Cursantin on a Aphra team. Am I like rusty on 5v5? Is there something that I missed between the last time I did this and now? Not good. Not good at all. Cool. Can we do this? Can we get a heal? Can we recover banners? Jeez, dude. Does not make me feel good about myself. Let's embarrass ourselves more by getting stuck on this Mon Mothma with Wampa, because his Cara Dune is going to be in some sort of infinite revive loop unless I can get her down, and then we're going to run out the clock and it's going to make me sad. That's how this happens. And then maybe we end up cleaning up a leftover Cara Dune or something like that. We'll see. Yep. Yep, yep. Yep. Just need to ramp. Just need to keep ramping. Okay, she's gone, but she's back because it's what she does. Yep. I feel like there should be circus music playing in the background. I think that's what has to happen. Yep. 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 Oh, that's nice. I forgot he attacks again. How kind of him. How kind of him to do that. I would really like Wedge to be gone. Wedge always causes problems. Everybody causes problems. Are we gonna make it? Are we actually gonna make it? I was actually afraid that something was gonna happen here, and it was... We're not there yet. we're not done yet. There's still a preloaded Star Killer, and all I have left are garbage Sith. I mean, Palpatine is gone. I don't even know. Hold on. Listen, okay? Words can't describe how outstandingly bad this is. I get it. Okay, I get it. It's where we are. It's not where we expected to be. I'm not happy. It's a problem. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And she's dead. And she came back. And that was expected. That was expected. I don't think I need the Culling Blade. Do I do it to him? And I do that to her. And then he goes down. And then we can shock him. And I don't want her to do some shenanigans here. And I don't want to crit her, so I don't want to AoE. And this is the part where I'm sitting here going, should I run out the clock and just let her and him exist? But I don't think that's the answer. Don't think that's the answer, and yet somehow I also don't think that I have the damage that I need to get through him, which is really fucking disgusting, and I'm really fucking sad that Mara Jade is staring at me right now, if I'm being completely honest. I knew that that was possible. I didn't want it to happen. I need Merciless Massacre to come back sooner rather than later. Preferably sooner. Can we get the shock? We got the shock. Can we get the AoE? We got the AoE. Oh my god. Please just put him down. Can I put her down? Just put him down. Put her down. AoE. Try to get the speed down. I can't believe I have to plan this much for this team. I want to blame the Kron. Okay, that was more than my heart could take, to be quite honest. This was about to be one of the most embarrassing runs to date. And it still might just be. But the world will continue spinning. Oh my god. 2-2. Didn't I drop somewhere else? Or were those just so cripplingly embarrassing? No, I didn't, but they were just so embarrassing that it's fine. It's fine. Let's move on to fleets. Hey, it's a Raddus. Should we use Executor on Raddus? If you know, you know. One sec. Okay, his fleets are pretty bad. It's a home one. It's a home one, but it's got like the ideal Profundity lineup. Because he doesn't have Profundity, that's fine. I mean, if you were gonna run home one and you didn't have Profundity, this would be the thing that I would tell you to do. So, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, do your thing. Yep. I know. And then let's just... I don't want to mass assist just yet. I want to do this. Today. Please, today. We do that. He gets marked. Yep. And now it's going to cleanse the mark. I'm so good at this game. I've never been better at this game than I'm good today. I don't know. Somewhere out there is a home one that beats an Executor, and I'm about to contribute to a statistic. And I continue to forget that Han cleanses everybody who gets to 4 debuffs. That's fine. And by fine, I mean I'm gonna scream. I don't know. He got target locked. That's why he cleansed the debuff again. It is just not. Today's not the day. Today's not the day for this. This is a subpar performance, and I am apologizing profusely for everybody who has to watch this right now. You don't have to do anything. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, but learn from my mistakes. Do not repeat them. I don't know. Sure. Before home one beats us, let's blow them up and see what we can accomplish. Jeez. Guys, stop by weekly for all of your most impressive GAC feats. Jeez. Profundity. Go figure, it's Profundity. How much damage can a Gear 12 Ray do after I attack her 40,000 times? Anybody have any thoughts? You think she kills me? I think she could kill me. She kills me all the other times. You think she could kill me? Ugh. And what's really funny is I'm not going to touch her until the very end, because I can't. I'm scarred for life. Yeah, look at that. I might be forced to touch her. I'm going to be forced. Oh no. This is awful. Who do I want to give it back to? Give it back to Outrider. There's the dodge. We're going to hit her 3 times. Let's juice her up. 3 times. 3 times. Okay. She didn't do her AoE. Oh. She's not going to wipe the entire fleet. Go figure. Neat. And that leaves us with Malevolence for this very random-ish Tarkin Empire fleet, if you want to call it that. If you want to call this an Empire fleet. It is technically an Empire fleet right now. Kind of feeling like I just want to... No, I'm not fucking around. Sorry, pardon my French. I consistently do the thing that I don't think I should do, and it consistently bites me. So we're just going to proceed very carefully. Didn't see that he was taunting. That's perfectly fine. Yep. That's fine. Is there something that cleanses everything in the world? Is this some kind of crazy meta strategy that I'm not aware of? Find out next time. Let's put these over here real quick. And let's bonk that with the spy. I think that should be enough. That's enough. He's got a counter. Yeah, you're going to steal my banners. You're going to steal as many as you possibly can. Cool. Fleets went well. Imagine that. And by went well, I mean yikes. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. You know, as always, you blah blah blah. I'll put the final score in the description. We'll see how this went. Yeah, I gotta really get back on my game. I mean, yeah, he's got like 2.5 million GP on me, but let's be honest, like, this was unacceptable. If this was a legitimate Star Killer team, I would have actually lost, right? I'll admit I didn't realize. I should have looked at the Datacron. I should have realized that Veers was going to come back and that she was going to do all kinds of nasty stuff. But really, really, really unacceptable performance, in my opinion. I should have just JML'd gas to begin with. But, you know, like all things, we fail, we learn. You know, the first time I took Malgus against Seer Malicos, I made all kinds of mistakes, and then I never did it again, right? I'm never going to take a Malik against Gas ever again for the rest of my life. I don't know if I'm missing something there. I swear when I looked it up on SWGOH that Malgus teams with Malik were beating Gas. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was just assuming Malik was there because he always is. But yeah, the Star Killer thing, big yikes, big unacceptable. But to be quite honest, you know, given what he has left, and given the few of the nasty things that I put on defense, you know, I would give him props. Let me see if he has a... Here, let's check this out real quick. Does he have a Slicker Cron? He does have a Slicker Cron, so there's actually a decent chance that he just kind of mows down my Leia. I could be wrong. Something could happen there. Maybe the defense offsets the damage that he does, but his Slicker could get through my Leia. I need him to fail on a couple things. I need him to get stuck on Leviathan. I do actually believe... Let's double check. I did scout his fleets, and he does have what he needs to counter a Leviathan. Now, based on what I see, do I think he's going to do that? I don't know. There's some questionable decisions on his roster, but I made enough mistakes here to where that could really matter. So hopefully he goofs somewhere on the front. Hopefully he gets stuck on Queen Amidala. If he doesn't, this just wasn't meant to be, honestly, because, you know, I don't know. I'm really sad about the performance. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you learned something, and I will see you all next time.